Last time on Dragon Ball GT, the Z Fighters struggled through an interdimensional battle. With the help of Zamasu, Dr. Gero and Dr. Mew unleashed Super Android 17. He served as a rip between the Dragon Ball Super universe and the GT universe. After a long and arduous battle between heroes and villains from both realities, Goku and the rest defeated Zamasu and Black. However, the rip in space-time remains. Now the heroes have the 7 Dragon Balls from the GT universe, unaware of the evil that lurks within them. Will the darkness overtake them? Everything ends now. Goku for all times. What if Goku and Vegeta traveled to GT Part 3?
The Z-Warriors from the 2 different realities unite, gathering the 7 magic Dragon Balls from the GT universe. They want to use it in order to undo everything that Zamasu and Super Android 17 did. As Pan chants the words, the eternal dragon, Shenron, begins to form from a beam of light. However, this is not the same dragon as normal. This dark version of Shenron smokes on the faces of our heroes, explaining that the 7 Dragon Balls from this reality have been corrupted by dark energy, and that the breaking of realities only increased the dark power, corrupting the Dragon Balls even further. Before anyone has any time to argue, the Dragon Balls spread through the world. This terrifying set of consequences was something none of the Z Fighters could have foreseen. The team divides up into groups to look for the Dragon Balls. Gohan, GT Gohan, and Pan go for the 2-star Dragon Ball. GT Vegeta and Super Vegeta go for the 1-star Dragon Ball. GT Goku and Super Goku go for the 4-star Dragon Ball. Trunks and GT Trunks head towards the 5th. Krillin, Super 18, and GT 18, as well as 17, head towards the 6-star Dragon Ball. Kid Trunks, Kid Goten, and Adult Goten go for the 7-star Dragon Ball. And finally, Oob, Majin Buu, and Mr. Satan head to the 3-star Dragon Ball. The adventure commences. GT Gohan and Super Gohan, along with Pan, find Hey Shenron amongst the city. Pan shows up to her dad's, to which they are very proud of her. In particular, Super Gohan, who's excited to see what kind of person his version of Pan will turn into. The Shadow Dragon pollutes the area, making Pan weak. GT Gohan tries to attack, but he falls as well. The pollution is really taking a toll on them. However, Super Gohan seems to be about to fall, but powers up into his ultimate state. His aura clears the pollution, and he's able to defeat Hei's Shenron. Around the same time, Kid Trunks, Kid Goten, and GT Goten find Rage Shenron. The kids tell Goten to stand aside, but he doesn't want to get them hurt. He instead jumps in the way and attacks the dragon, but simply gets slapped away. The kids laugh before fusing into Gotenks. By using a galactic donut to stop him in place, they pierce right through him. GT Goten says that he has to remember to try that again with Trunks. Android 17, 18, and Krillin head to the sea, where they find Oceana Shenron. Krillin blushes but gets slapped in the back of the head by both GT and his Android 18. GT Krillin arrives not long after, saying that he wants to help. The battle starts with 17 and 18 fighting, but the Krillins say that they want a shot. Oceanus is insulted that they are treating this as a game, and reveals her true form of a monstrous dragon. 17 knocks Oceanus down to the ground, where the 2 Krillins use the Kamehameha against Oceanus, defeating her. Natron Shenron is confronted by GT Trunks and Dragon Ball Super Trunks. They work together and defeat the monster easily. GT Trunks comments on how he really wants to learn that new form that DBS Trunks has. Piccolo, Majin and Majin Buu look around for the 3-star Dragon Ball when they are attacked by Ice Shenron. Oob and Majin Buu have a lot of trouble against this monster. The power can't really match his, and when he reveals that he was the result of making everyone forget about Buu's misdeeds, Oob feels ashamed. It was the power that he now possesses that killed so many people. He feels that he shouldn't even be here helping them out. But Mr. Satan and Buu tell him that it's not his fault. And for a second, Buu looks like the Grand Supreme Kai, giving Oob a smile. Oob finally agrees and utilizes everything his master, Goku, taught him. Ice is still too much, but as the dragon's about to finish Oob off, he feels a whiff of air pulling him back. It's Buu. Ice struggles to walk towards Oob, but this is his chance. Pointing his finger at Ice, and turning him into candy. Boo eats him instantly, and the Dragon Ball remains inside of him, resting in a cocoon. The two Gokus headed towards the 4-star Dragon Ball. It was their granddad's. Nova Shenron appears, and he wants a fair fight, taking on Super Saiyan 4 Goku first. Goku's slower than Nova, and he gets knocked down. Realizing he needs movement more than anything, Goku taps into Ultra Instinct. The dragon's very surprised, especially when he can't even touch him anymore. Goku reverts back, realizing that this isn't a fair fight, ending up with simply using Blue in a combination attack where Blue Goku kicks Nova away, just to be blasted away by Super Saiyan 4 Goku. The dragon is defeated, but neither of the Gokus want to kill him. Nova explains that this is his fate, and that they won fair and square, but GT Goku extend his hand, telling Nova that they will keep him around until the end. Nova agrees. This is when they feel an incredible power not too far away. Dragon Ball Super Vegeta and GT Vegeta clash heads quite a bit during their travels. They fundamentally disagree on a lot of things, on how they've been approaching their training and their attitude towards Kakarot. DBS Vegeta never gave up on trying to beat Kakarot, he just took his own path, while GT Vegeta was content with simply trying his best, because he knew that one day he would surpass Kakarot. But that was besides the point. They both also talked a lot about Bulma, Trunks, Bra. Super Vegeta was particularly interested in how Bra turned out to be. After all, his was still just a baby. GT Vegeta laughed and said that he wouldn't say much, but that she is her dad's princess. Super Vegeta blushed. But it's during one of these conversations that they were attacked by Sin Shenron. He was the most powerful of the Shadow Dragons, and they could tell. They really doubted they both needed to fight, so they were going to take turns, starting with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who could nearly keep up with Sin. But there was something off about this dragon, a dark energy that seemed to be collecting all around them. Eventually, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta attacked out with Super Saiyan Blue. All the Z Fighters arrived to watch the ongoing battle between Sin Shenron, GT Vegeta, and DBS Vegeta. Sin Shenron has amassed a huge dark aura around himself. They're taking turns, with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta having a good time against Sin, but as the dragon sees everyone arrive with the Dragon Balls, he absorbs them, all except for 3 and 4. Nova tries to stop him, while Vegeta tries to Spirit Fission the Dragon Balls out. But as Omega is about to kill Nova, Nova is killed, shot through the chest, and Vegeta is shot through the arm, but not by Omega Shenron, but by Moro and 7-3. Moro comments on how that Spirit Fission thing won't work against him, and galactic prisoners from both the Dragon Ball Super Universe and the GT Universe scatter all around. Moro explains he is the Moro from the Little Goku's universe. After Zamasu from the GT universe tried to combine the two timelines, the galactic prisons from both universes collided against one another, freeing this Moro. The galactic prisoners from the Super universe wanted revenge on Earth, and so they warned this Moro about Vegeta, Goku, Spirit Fission, and the rest. Moro wastes no time and eats the Minus Energy Sphere, while Omega absorbs the 4-star Dragon Ball. The dragon then attacks Moro, but he simply steals more power from him. 7-3 also protects Moro, taking skills from all 7 Shadow Dragons minus Ice. He feels a little overwhelmed by this dark power, but is ready to fight. Moro gives Omega an offer. If he keeps generating dark energy for him to eat, then he will help him defeat the Z Fighters. And so, the battle commences. Moro is far more dangerous than Omega Shenron, but they complement one another. As long as Omega Shenron keeps generating the negative energy, Moro keeps getting stronger and stronger. Goku and Vegeta from the Dragon Ball Super Universe focus in on Omega Shenron, trying to stop him from generating energy, while the GT Universe zooms in on Moro. But both of their power is incredible, and both teams are having some trouble. Meanwhile, 7-3 and the other Galactic Patrol prisoners battle the Half Saiyans. GT Trunks, Goten, GT Goten, and both Gohans defend the Earth valiantly. GT Goten and Trunks even fused into Gotenks, amassing an incredible power to defend Earth. But 7-3's power is incredible. After all, the power of the Shadow Dragons is something unpredictable, and a fiery storm rains upon them as he utilizes the power of Nova Shenron. Additionally, Buu and Majin Buu battled a powered-up Sagambo, but it's thanks to the incredible power of Ultimate Gohan that they're able to take 7-3 on. Future Trunks and Ultimate Gohan look at each other, both rushing in to attack 7-3. He dodges out of the way of the Sword Swing and is able to kick Gohan away. Adult Gotenks utilizes a burning Kamehameha that sends 7-3 back, and as he's sent flying back, Kid Gotenks turns him into a ball, smashing him back down to the ground. However, 7-3 stands up, creating a minus energy sphere of his own, and shooting it upwards towards everyone. All the fighters spread out, but both Gohans are ready, as GT Gohan and Super Gohan kick the ball up in the air, away from the battle. GT Gohan sticks his left arm out, while Ultimate Gohan sticks out his right arm. Between the two, they create a blue energy sphere. They shoot out this double Kamehameha towards 7-3. As it's about to hit him, he dodges towards the left. What he wasn't expecting was Pan kicking him back into the blast, being consumed by it. Thus is the end of 7-3. GT-18, DBS-18, 17, and Krillin arrived to help fight the remaining prisoners. But everyone is tired, and so is Moro, tired of the losers around him. He grabs Super Saiyan 4 Goku by the leg and swings him into Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. This wasn't really to hurt them or anything, instead was just to get away, rushing down towards the unconscious body of 7-3. He wasn't going to let this ability or his energy go to waste, absorbing 7-3 onto himself, further evolving. Moro's power rocks the earth. Even Omega Shenron couldn't believe it. Moro and Omega Shenron stand side by side, looking down at the heroes. Both sets of Goku and Vegeta are panting. They don't have many options left. GT Vegeta, out of all the people there, suggests the fusion dance. Super Saiyan 4 Goku can't believe it, but he's willing to do it. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta says that this isn't an option for him. He does not want to fuse with Kakarot ever again. A little argument starts while the two Super Saiyan 4s get in line to fuse, and begrudgingly, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta agrees as well. They get in line to fuse, but to no avail, as both Moro and Omega Shenron rush towards them, not allowing them to fuse. They don't have time for this. Even while the other warriors try and help, Moro and Omega are simply too much, and they're still distracted by the remaining galactic prisoners. But Vegeta remembers something he had to do when he first met this other universe's Vegeta and Goku. He grits his teeth, hating to ask for help, but he yells out to the sky for Kaioshin. In no time flat, not only does Kibito Shin appear with his set of Potara in hand, but also Shin, his unfused self. As it turns out, the collision of realities also affected them, and he had his own set of Potara to give to them. They didn't want to waste any time there though, and they simply threw the Potara at the Saiyans, teleporting back. Goku and Vegeta were very thankful for their help. To ensure that they wouldn't fuse incorrectly, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta fused first, getting the Potara on just in time as Moro went in for a punch. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito was born, grabbing Moro's fist and pushing him back. Next was the Super Saiyan Blues, as Vegeta kicked Omega away while placing his earring on, fusing once more into Vegito Blue. The two fusions stood back to back, ready for anything, creating a single red and blue aura around them. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito rushes towards Omega Shenron, while Super Saiyan 4 Vegito attacks Moro. But unbeknownst to everyone, Moro has been taking the energy of all the Z fighters. The two Gohans, Adult Gotenks, Kid Gotenks, Krillin, Oob, Piccolo, even Majin Buu. His power was increasing exponentially. Even so, Moro stood little chance against Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, and at every chance he got, he tried to absorb a little bit of his energy. Omega Shenron was having an even worse time, with Vegito not having to use his arms at all, simply kicking him around. At one point, the two fusions even switched opponents, with Super Saiyan 4 Vegito punching Omega Shenron across the face, while Blue Vegito kicked Moro down. The Vegitos could end this quickly, but their cockiness might have gotten the best of them, and they were playing around way too much with their enemies. At one point, the two Potara fusions lifted their arms up to the sky, blades shooting up from their arms. They pierced the sky, dispersing the dark energy and cleansing the world. The key swords reached as far as the eye could see, just to come crashing down, slicing Omega Shenron and Moro. Moro crash landed right next to Buu, and Omega Shenron next to him. Moro had had enough of this. Clearly, if he wanted something done, he had to do it himself. Standing up, he reached towards Omega, grabbing him by the neck, and with his other arm, he pierced through Buu, who was confused on what was happening. An orbed aura surrounded them, and Moro laughed, telling Buu that he'll be taking that, ripping the 3-star Dragon Ball away from him, saying that he knew that there was something missing. He proceeded to absorb both the 3-star Dragon Ball and Omega Shenron, who screamed out in pain. Buu was blown away, caught by Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. He was unconscious. but he was okay. The blinding flash of light caused everyone to be blown back, except for Vegito Blue and Super Saiyan 4. Out of it came out a monstrous being, resembling both Omega Shenron and Moro, spikes protruding from his body. This power was incredible, much greater than the sum of its parts, and just as fast as both Vegitos cleansed the world, dark clouds hovered over them, once again bringing the negative energy to Earth. And this time, the clouds emitted mist that flowed directly into Omega Moro, his aura becoming bigger and bigger. Electricity sparked around him. There was no more time to play. Both Vegitos looked at each other and rushed in, but Moro turned around, his spikes stabbing Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Blue Vegito was coming in for a punch, but his spikes became electrified, causing an explosion for them both. But they were still stronger, quickly recovering and blasting him with two final Kamehamehas. The red, blue, and golden beams clashed together, crashing against Moro. He was hurt, but not nearly as much as they thought he would be. He began to create a negative energy sphere, determined to destroy the world. The fusions wouldn't allow it, with Super Saiyan 4 Vegito smashing his chest against Moro's. His ki boomed, pushing Moro back towards Vegito Blue, who stabbed him with a spirit blade. He explained that it was over. This was his last move. Vegito Blue lifted his sword up, giving Super Saiyan 4 Vegito a chance to blast him one more time, but as he swung, he defused. And just a second later, the other Vegito did too. Their power was too much for the Potara, and they lasted much less than the usual time. Moro got free and instantly screamed out, a barrage of invisible kicks and punches pushing both sets of Goku and Vegeta down. They were covered by rubble and dust. Omega Moro proceeds to create another energy sphere above his head, ready to destroy the world once and for all. Goku and Vegeta are yelling at each other that it was their fault for messing around too much. It's then when at the same time both Vegetas say that they will never fuse with Kakarot again, taking off their Potara. The two Gokus reach out, saying, "No, wait!" But before they can do anything, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Blue Goku smash against each other, their Potaras attracting one another into a brand new fusion. This new version of Goku looked at his hands, and then his clothing. His bottoms were clearly a combination of GT Gokus and Super Gokus, but that meant that so was his power, and he instantly powered up to the max, his aura erupting. And just as Omega threw down the negative energy sphere, Goku's aura consumed it, turning the ki ball into nothingness. Moro couldn't help but be in shock, and the two Gokus, as one, rushed in. As they pulled their arm back for a punch, their fur turned silver, leaving trails of sparkles behind. Moro began to throw everything he had at him: blasts, ki balls, fire, ice, even shrapnel from around them. But every single thing he dodged. Part of him thought so this was the power of Ultra Instinct, and the other part thought this was something all too familiar to him. He reached Moro and slammed his leg against his head, causing him to crash down, but he left him no room to breathe, coming down with a fist full of ki and smashing his face against it. None of the Z fighters could believe it, but Piccolo explained he hadn't seen Goku this excited in a long time, but they were pushing their body to the limit. This Potara fusion wouldn't last long, and they knew it too, but they noticed that the whole time that this Goku was fighting, he had one arm lifted up to the sky. He was creating a spirit bomb, and it was already huge behind him. This was a multi-dimensional spirit bomb, gathering energy from enemies and allies from all over the universes. The Para brothers, Legic, Frieza, even Jacko and Miras somewhere out there in the universe. The Genki Dama got even larger when they realized a specific energy coming their way: Lord Beerus. His ki caused the Genki Dama to get larger, but he didn't arrive alone. He arrived with another set of Beerus and Whis. They simply stood there, silently, until one of the Beerus said to take this energy and not to waste it. Meanwhile, the other Beerus was perplexed to see a mere mortal utilizing the technique of the gods, Ultra Instinct. In his last move, the fused Goku charged a ki ball on his left arm, running towards Omega Moro. He was defenseless, and as the energy ball touched him, he was launched up to the sky. Goku teleported up to the sky with his arms lifted up, the huge spirit bomb hovering over him. Moro couldn't do anything. His eyes simply widened as the bright light blinded him. He couldn't stop himself as he was being launched up, and Goku moved his arms down, the spirit bomb crashing down against Moro. The fusion undid itself, with Kid Goku and base DBS Goku pushing down the spirit bomb. But Moro wasn't done just yet. He was struggling just slightly against the spirit bomb. But Super Goku thought of something, looking over at Majub, yelling at him to give every last bit of energy he can. Oob is confused as to why to single him out, but he doesn't question it, instantly lifting both arms up and giving all of his ki, getting worn out quickly. But the ki he provided was enough to nearly double the size of the spirit bomb. In an instant, Moro was defeated. Nothing left behind but the Dragon Balls that came crashing down to Earth. Out of them came out the god dragon Shenron, who presented himself in front of both Gokus, thanking them for helping him destroy the negative energy and for everything they've done for the world through these years. However, it was time for him and Goku to leave. Both Gokus. But the two Beerus stood up, telling Shenron to fix all of this first. Shenron was terrified and told him that he'll do it right away. Dragon Ball Super Goku turned around to look at his family. He knew what Shenron meant, but he wasn't done just yet. He had a lot more to do still. He looked at little Goku with a smile, telling him that if this is his future in one way or another, then he's very proud of himself. GT Goku smiled and agreed. The adult Goku looked at Shenron and told him that he wasn't ready to leave just yet. Shenron understood, and soon enough, GT Goku and Shenron left, and behind them, the portals between the two realities began to close. Everyone hugged, telling each other thank you, and that they're very proud of one another. GT Vegeta in particular, telling them that he learned a lot of lessons, and that meeting them just reinforced them. He was going to keep getting stronger, his own way. Dragon Ball Super Vegeta agreed, punching Goku in the face, just sending a message. Super Vegeta also approached Bra and Trunks, telling them both to be brave, and that he's very proud of them. Bra rolled her eyes, but hugged her dad. Finally, both sides of the Son family reunited, telling each other that they will meet again. They know so. They all began to leave, with Beerus nearly having to drag Goku away. But as they were leaving, Goku turned around and looked at Oob. He was waving to his master goodbye, to both of them. It was something he wasn't quite ready for, but he knew that now the fate of the world was on his shoulders, along with Gohan, Trunks, Goten, everyone else. Goku winked at Oob, and the Dragon Ball Super team disappeared. Now it's time for the GT team to rebuild Earth, and to get ready for anything, since now they won't have Goku. Meanwhile, the Dragon Ball Super team returned, with Beerus severely scolding Goku and Vegeta, and Beerus threw Trunks into the time machine, telling him to go away, and to never come back. Trunks simply waved at everyone, scared of Beerus, and the machine went away. Beerus was just glad that Zeno didn't seem to have noticed what happened. Whis used his staff to hit both Goku and Vegeta in the head. They fell to the ground, creating a crater under them, but they smiled at the sky, chuckling. They knew their adventures weren't over just yet. Unknown to them, rips in space and time were happening, not because of their adventure necessarily, but because of many others out there. But that's the end of this story, with Goku and Vegeta looking forward for the next time they meet their GT counterparts. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was so much fun to make, and I'm glad that this story finally has a conclusion. I know a lot of you guys were looking forward to it, and I hope it satisfied you. I did leave a little teaser at the end. Maybe some parts of this story will come back up in What If Goku and Vegeta Went Back in Time Part 5, so look forward to that. Also, coming Saturday will be What If Bardock's squad survived? Let me know in the comments below any what ifs you want me to make in the future, and also what your favorite villain from Dragon Ball GT or Dragon Ball Super is. Let's try to get this video to 3,000 likes, so help me out guys, share your energy with me. Shout out to Professor Chimp for being awesome and helping me out a little with the story of this video. He's always a lot of fun to bounce ideas back around with. Shout out to the Super Saiyan Legend members of the channel, Anthony Note, Dragon Hill Z, Rav, and Zachary Croy. Thank you so much for the support, you guys, and welcome to all the new members of the channel. The Dragon Ball question of the week this week is, who is your favorite between the two? Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan 4? And tell me why. Leave it in the comments down below and start a discussion. Anyways, until we meet again. See ya!
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Smugstick, unless you want to be destroyed. Lord Beerus, that's hardly fair. But also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified when he uploads new videos.